them both barrels, folks. Have you ever considered that the firmament that Genesis 1 mentions 9 times is the structure that the radio waves bounce off and not the ionosphere? I'm asking him a simple, logical, reasonable question. My calculated guess is the firmament is about 100 miles elevation. Actually, I think it's only no more than about 80, but we'll give them 100 miles from the Earth's surface. Certainly within range for ham radio purposes. If the firmament does indeed exist, and I have every reason to believe it does, everything we think we know about radio wave propagation is questionable. You know what Werner von Braun had put on his gravestone, don't you? The answer to that is he probably never heard of that before. It's the peer-reviewed thinking and the status quo that keeps us from new discoveries. By the way, my guess is the moon, here's the second barrel, and my guess is the moon is about 50 miles up and the same size as the sun. The book of Enoch tells us the moon and sun are the same size. The moon is its own light, and it's a cool light. I verified this for myself with a laser thermometer. He mentions what is a laser. I want him to know that I've used them. I also used a laser when I was putting in the roads, when I was a builder, developer. And then I go, corpuscular rays are evidence that the sun is not 93 million miles away. It's close, again, about 50 miles up. And if the sun is not 93 million miles away and the moon not 238 miles away, then the entire heliocentric model we were taught is bunk, isn't it? As an aside, while in Glacier National Park, St. Mary, late August 2010, I observed 2 spacecraft for several minutes carrying out maneuvers that no other existing craft that I know of could conduct. I know these craft exist. There is much technology that is being withheld from us. And no, because of the firmament, they are not, quote, space aliens. Our government is hiding Tesla technology from us. From everything my senses tell me, notwithstanding the status quo, the peer reviews, the very earth we stand on is not moving. Our earth is stationary. And before you tell me I don't know what I'm talking about, you should know that I am a private pilot and have several hundred hours in my own Cessna Cardinal. Never once was a moving earth mentioned in all my classes. The instructor never mentioned it, and my experience as a pilot tells me we live on a stationary, level, plane earth. U.S. Air Force training manuals assume a stationary, level plane earth for training purposes. This is a fact. I verified those facts myself. The alleged Coriolis effect when landing is what tipped me off on the fraud. I know my thinking is not peer-reviewed, but I find most of my peers unable to carry on an intelligent discussion on matters they have not previously considered, not seen on the History Channel, or studied in university, or have been peer-reviewed. I made a mistake there, forgot the quotes, and I forgot to put in not. I had to unlearn what I learned in university about economics to become successful in the real world. I was hoping to learn from this club, but I guess I was wrong. Questioning doesn't appear to be acceptable. Thanks anyway, Charles.